I did a show where I went to, in Dubai, you may know the Irish Village. Huge, great venue, and a very good friend of mine, Dave Katanack. I said, I want to do a stage hypnosis show. He said, okay. I booked a room for 3 nights. First night, went in, 27 people. 27 people. How do you do a show when you're hoping to make all this money? 27 people? I even went out and I said to the guy who was playing in the Irish Village in front of 2,000 people playing guitar, can you mention my show? My name's Dave Crane, I'm a hypnotist, and I'll give 50% off for anybody who comes through. Only 50 dirhams to see the show. He said, yeah, no problem. In between the songs, he said, oh, Dave Crane, some hypnotist next door is doing a show, only 50 dirhams. And now here's a song. I couldn't think of anything worse to promote the show. So I went back through again, and I looked at all these people in a room that was prepared for 150 people, only 27 people there. And I thought to myself, what I'm thinking of is scarcity. I'm thinking, people don't love me, they don't want to come and see the show. But then I thought about it a different way. 27 people had paid good money and chosen that evening to come and see me perform. 27 people wanted to see my show, so I was going to give them a show. I asked them all to move forward. So we had a couple of rows of people at the front of the room. I got them all to make friends with each other, and then I did the show, and it rocked. Stage hypnosis is real. It's not made up. I'm sweating here because it's in front of the sun. It's not made up. Everything you see is exactly as I see it. I use NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, to talk to people's subconscious minds. But I don't hypnotize anybody, they hypnotize themselves, if they want to. That's why some people leave the stage. But those who want to follow it, like those who go to the gym and work out and really push themselves, will end up in a hypnotic state, and then we have a wonderful show. I'm going to show you a clip in a moment where you get to see people doing amazing things, whether it's speaking Martian, trying to find a long-lost dog, or even becoming a world boxing champion. They're all funny. But when you see it, remember, as a stage hypnotist, you can't practice this stuff. You're just like a comedian. You can only do it live. You can't practice telling jokes to an empty room. You have to be able to tweak it. And I never know who's in my audience. That's what keeps me on edge. That's what keeps me challenged to be able to do this kind of thing. Years later, I met Paul Kenny. What a great guy. Great talent, and even now, he's changing the lives of thousands, maybe millions of people around the world. And now you get a bit closer to where I am with my Life Design Academy and the way that I'm hoping to make people much better, in fact, make them the very best that they can be. So why should you come and join me on stage for my Dave Crane Stage Hypnosis show? Well, first of all, I don't do it very often. I do it for corporate groups behind closed doors, but not to the general public. Why? Because they pay me good money. This time, I've got a few shows just for you. Now people can say, oh, I'm busy, or what about this? I don't know how long I'm going to do them for. I don't. I might stop straight away, might do a couple more weeks. The only way to keep it going is for you to go along, tell your friends, and experience the most amazing thing you've ever experienced in your life. I promise you, every show is completely different. You can come back again and again and again, and you'll see a completely different show, because everybody's imagination is completely different. Some people speak Martian one way, some people do it a different way. It's all completely changed, every single audience I get. And the best way to enjoy it is actually to be on stage and experience those levels of hypnosis yourself. Why? Because it helps you relax. If you want to stop smoking, lose weight, become a great lover, or find yourself with lots of money, or even just deal with stress better, the same techniques I use on stage are exactly the same techniques that you need in your life, which you may have experienced already through the dream experience. When you go on stage, your imagination gets to play. That's why we end up with people who are very quiet, becoming the star of a show, because all through their lives, conditioning, work, people, friends, family, culture, whatever it is, has told them, you must be this. When you're in hypnosis, what is on the surface of your life goes below. And all the stuff you've been keeping hidden comes up. Not your secrets, not all your deep, dark fantasies. You can still control them. You can still lie when you're in hypnosis, and you won't do anything you don't want to do. But what you will do is all the things you've always wanted to do, but you never had a chance to. And I promise you, that experience is so liberating, it lasts for the rest of your life. So that's why I do it. Friends have said recently, why would you do stage hypnosis? You do all these other things, all these other seminars, you don't make much money from these shows compared to what you do with your corporates. It's very simple. I remember when nobody believed it could be done. Every time I go on stage, I entertain an audience. I remember back to those DJ days when I wanted to be something different. And every single thing that's happened since then, whether it's running the Dubai Rugby Sevens and performing to 2 billion people worldwide over 10 years, going on stage with some of the biggest stars in the world like Bruce Willis and Sylvester Stallone and Patrick Swayze and Wesley Snipes, or doing any of those huge things, they're things that anyone can do in my position of being an entertainer. But when you're alone with an audience, doing a stage hypnosis show, with only a microphone, some music, and the imagination of everybody who's come to see you, for me, there's no greater challenge and no better way of bonding with the people that you care about. So that's it. That's my story. That's why I do stage hypnosis shows, and that's why I'd like you to come along and see me. If you go on YouTube, there's lots of different clips. I'm going to show you a clip now of one of my shows, and I know you'll enjoy it. Follow the links, get yourself to my show, and tell me why you've come. I promise all your dreams can come true, and I can help you do that. That's it for me. Have a wonderful. Two people who are getting married in the very first ever experience of intergalactic marriage. What's your name? Okay. You can speak English as well. So what's your name in English?
Tomasz.
Tomasz. Okay. What's your Martian name? And in Martian, what is it you're doing on Mars? Okay. Now, if I can get you to stand here, because I need you to translate for me. You have this beautiful Martian wife. What's her name?
Anna.
Calm down. So, you're going to get married. Obviously, how long have you been together? In English?
12 years.
12 years. And so, why did it take you so long to get married? Can you ask your wife, your wife-to-be, why it's taken so long for her to accept a marriage? What'd she say?
I know. She's using dialect.
Can you ask your beautiful wife what it was that first attracted her to you?
Je connais des